And your boy Kales Jr.
And you are tuned in to Check Dig Radio. We got one other person that will probably be joining our lives tonight. We're gonna double check and see, but we're gonna keep the tape rolling and keep it going into some of our topics and trending things we'll talk about tonight.
Yeah, show must go on.
Yeah. All
Fight
right.
the fight.
Fight the power. Fight the power. All right. What you think we should talk about tonight on today's podcast?
Um, talk about that not the debate, but the actual talk about Kamala Harris and the orange fella.
Oh, like the election. Oh yeah, like the election and stuff. Yeah. So, about the election, who do you think is gonna win this year in the election?
I don't know who's gonna win, but I know who I'm voting for.
And we can actually pull up a screen as well. We can pull up like a little screen and we can share it. I can share it with. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so we can go ahead and share about the election. Go ahead and pull that up right here. It's Kamala Harris. We got presidential election news. Uh, all right. So we
Let's see. Let's see how the race is going. Like, what's the numbers looking like?
well, right now here would be some of the presidential numbers. Uh, Trump is back to being the favorite in Nate Silver. Uh,
Mm.
so I'm so sorry for that ad. We'll be back. All right. So here's the numbers for Trump. It is 52.4% in the lead in the election. We got 47.3%. All right. So, uh, sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, um, it looks like Trump is in the lead with like 52%. I'm not really big on politics, but I don't know about that one. What you think about the election,
I
especially the
feel
stuff that went down at Trump's rally?
even though unpopular opinion, I know who I'm voting for, but I feel like the other party is going to win.
Yeah, just based off some of the things from the previous terms of being elected. I wouldn't say that would be very favorable, but I'm not gonna throw my personal opinion in there. Um, but it's kind of a shock that Trump is still able to be president due to his conviction he had. What
My
year did that happen?
my thing is, how can he still run for president, and my peoples are still running from the law and can't even vote?
Well, yeah, you do have a point there. Definitely have a point there. Um, would you be able to turn up your mic a little bit so the folks can be able to hear you? I couldn't hear you a little bit in the background back there. You're more than welcome to turn it up. Continue.
Yo,
All right, there we go. All right. I would definitely say that this election is pretty intense. Yeah, pretty intense.
It's all rigged.
Yeah, yeah. I would totally agree with that. Especially like who is running, um, for president. So that's kind of
He knows how to run a business.
yeah, yeah. I
And America nowadays is a business.
Yeah, and everything's like I think that would have probably been the icebreaker as far as him being able to be in there a little bit easy. But and you know what else was also shocking? Ohio legalizes marijuana, recreationally legalizes weed. We Ohio have came a long way. Ohio has came a long way.
I don't smoke weed no more, so I ain't got no comment on
It's all right, man. It's okay. Just let me know whenever you're ready to come out of retirement.
that. Yeah, you're gonna be waiting.
Probably for a while, huh?
You're gonna be waiting.
Man, I can't wait for that day to pop up, man. I definitely do agree with the legalization of marijuana. It definitely helps with some of the mechanisms, Zamia for sure. It depends on the percentage and what kind of weed you're smoking as well, too. Or especially how you ingest THC. And CBD is good as well too as another health benefit. Got a few health benefits to it. So I mean, the cannabis industry is very universal, and I mean, it would be smart to be able to put the money back into the communities that we make off of some of these dispensaries that is being what I'm saying, that's being produced in some of these areas as well too.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say, what you think
if
about
it,
that?
what I think about that when you say put the money back into the community, um, everybody knows Uncle Sam gets his percentage no matter what. Um, but if these dispensaries actually give back to the community,
Yeah,
I I can see it being a plus, but then I can also seeing it be like a questionable thing because everybody's not, even though it might be deemed as a sociable drug now, it's still looked at as weed. You know what I mean? Marijuana is not the only the only like good thing about it. I don't know. I I have I don't know. I just drew a blank.
no, it's okay. I mean, I would say that you definitely can make a business out of it, and especially for the new generation wanting to come into like the job market that kind of want like a universal type of like career and gig that don't always want to work in a warehouse or work in an office setting or work in the health field, which I think that there should always be a need for people working in the health field for sure. But I think bringing like a lot of people to be able to cultivate and test marijuana in labs and see about the different levels and just kind of studying the plant is really educational itself as well. Um, yeah. Um. So, what about what's been trending lately? Or what do you think has been trending lately?
all these new movies that's coming out. That 1992. I wanna go see just to
Oh
go
yeah,
see it.
with Tyrese. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
the
I
credits the
agree.
credits have been entertaining. Death Row Records is one of the, I guess, producers of it. Um,
Are
it's
you?
it, it's during the Rodney King events, so I mean, just nothing really gets me outside of my apartment to go see the movies. As you know, we watch Fire Sticks and stuff, but that's probably a movie that I'll probably go take a little somebody to go see.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that as well too. Seeing the 1992, like the remake of like the Rodney King era, that I think that would be pretty dope. Snoop Dogg is the new Death Row. He is the CEO of Death Row now. Yeah,
He's the owner.
he's the owner,
He's the sole owner.
the sole owner of Death
He
Row.
gets
That is,
all of the coins. He is what that one lady from the Wizard of Oz. She said he is numero uno.
I will honestly say, dude has really putting in a lot of work over the years. I never really would have thought that Snoop Dogg would be owning Death Row, but I would have actually never would have thought Death Row would have like resurfaced after a lot of things has happened legally.
Well, well, business wise, you know, um, about the royalties and all that. So all of Death Row's music from when it started to when it in the Suge Knight era, all that music still generates money still to this day. And whoever owned it at the time before Snoop, they were still collecting the money off of all those songs and stuff. So I I listened to a couple of interviews where he was saying that he wanted Snoop wanted his music, and the
Oh
only
yeah, like
way,
royalties of his music and stuff,
yeah,
like when his royalties. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and one of the ways the company was saying that we're not selling people's individual catalogs.
yeah.
We're selling the whole thing. And then he said he basically worked with other companies to get close to the main company that had the rights to Death Row. And push comes to a shove, a few commas involved. He's the owner of Death Row.
I would say that that was pretty good. There is a lot more artists that are starting to like own their rights to their music and have their royalties and have like just in case anything happened with them that the family is gonna always remain paid out. I would say I wouldn't say he's the first person, but I would say like Prince definitely brought out that tone. He was the first to actually like create a way, create a digital way to be able to push out his music and stuff.
Yeah, Prince told people that it's not that he didn't want people to remake or sample his music. If if he liked if he liked the song, he would ask them, do you own your masters? Do you own your royalties?
Yeah,
And it and then if you said no, he would say, hey, you can't use my music. And and people thought he was being an asshole. But then, if you really look at the interviews and really look at what Prince stood for, he was basically saying that I'd rather have us, the artists,
Hmm.
our families, like I'd rather have us, the artists, make the money so our families can eat, rather than the music companies just sit back and do nothing behind the desk. They ain't even help create the music, but they get all the money. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is like crazy. Like, definitely for years, I feel like a lot of these big record labels have been taking advantage of a lot of these artists over the years, trying to cut the percentage of how much they're going to give them due to tours, events, different types of fees, that hidden fees that are associated within their contract that they don't pretty either the artist doesn't study their contract completely, or they're unable to interpret what's in the contract, kind of like the 360 deal that a lot of these artists sign when they first get recorded on some of these when they first get signed on some of these record labels, basically just giving them a whole bunch of money, just as a loan for them to be able to, use that money to make the sales, make the music, and to pay for the recording time. And then, something happened with the artist where he gets into something legal, or they've already been in a legal issue, and now they have to pay their record label back, or their record label end up owning the person. How about that? And these life insurance policies, it's crazy that these record label be having these artists sign as well too.
I forgot which artist it was. It was it wasn't like a new artist, but it was an artist from the early 2000s, and they said these these music companies and record companies are so crooked that my first interview with them was at this big old fancy restaurant, and it's the CEO, it's the man, it's the record manager, it's like all these people there, and they eating all this big lunch dinner type. They eating king crab, scallops, and all this and all that. And then when she really realized and looked at the contract, she paid for that first meal.
Yeah,
It came out of her contract
yeah, yeah.
before she even signed nothing. They put that dinner as a part of her tab with the record company.
And I think that is like so crazy, man. Like, see stuff like that, even with they've even I would say Suge Knight even took advantage of Tupac Shakur with his contract as well. You know, I think after it was said and done, after the end of his contract, Suge pretty much owned Tupac. You know,
Yeah,
he pretty much owned him. Due to what was in his contract, and then the deal that they had while Tupac was in prison. Um, so I think like it's kind of sad that some of these artists do end up getting taken advantage of in their record label at a very young age. Even with Little Wayne one point in time, but Wayne had end up branching off and doing his own thing.
and then turn around and went back.
Yeah, but he still would, he still got Young Money. Young Money's his subdivision. He's just under Cash Money. He's under Cash Money, but he also has his own record label, I believe. So I mean, he
True.
still, I
Yeah.
think, um, I'm not sure. Is Drake still signed with Young Money?
I think they all still are, except for like the younger ones that branched off. But I still think like the main ones that Lil Wayne was smart enough to keep, so to
Yeah,
speak, so to
yeah.
speak.
Especially Drake. I mean, speaking of Drake, he hasn't really been having too much of a good year, I would say. Between his
Kendrick won.
yes, oh
Before
yeah, I
we
ain't gonna
get
lie, my
into
boy
it,
Kendrick, yeah,
Kendrick won.
yeah, Kendrick, yeah, he took home this one. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Drake. You can't body everybody, man. Sorry about that. I gotta give it to my boy Kendrick Lamar, man. He really did. Them little freestyles and them little oh yeah. Definitely did for sure.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, fuck them up.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Oh,
But now, go ahead.
give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and I have to real quick get my laptop. Char-
Well, speaking of Chargers, I might as well too.
Yeah. See, we probably should have made sure we plugged in.
But somebody was rushing.
I know. Hold on.
All right, I'm back. They not like us. They not like us. Ooh.
All right, I'm back. Ooh, who's gonna be in trouble there? Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. Um. So we were talking about Drake and the flooding in his apartment or his house, his mansion. I'm sorry. Drake
I
had
don't feel sorry.
uh there was flooding in his Toronto house, his mansion, like
I don't
around
feel sorry.
crazy. And then you lost the Kendrick dude. Like, come on, man. And then you're over
That
here
that was a warning.
trolling with sexy red. Like, come on, man.
That was a warning for all them sneak disses over the years, not giving credit where credit is due, hiding hiding truths about yourself, and then you think karma ain't gonna come back up to you.
Yeah,
You
for
got
sure.
you you got that big house that look like a shopping center. Nigga.
With everything in it, he pretty much don't even have to leave to do anything.
I'm
Like
not
to get
now.
groceries.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that
That is if he gets
he
groceries.
didn't earn it. He didn't earn it. Yes, he went on tour. He made his money. He he earned it. But karma comes back.
Yeah, it does. A tenfold, like a thousandfold, really does.
How much is that, Mitch?
We can actually look it up and see how much Drake's crib is.
I say I say between 25 to 40 million. Want to make a bet before you look?
Uh, how much you want to bet?
I bet. I bet me doing the next episode. If I win, I ain't got to do the next episode.
Or you don't want to do a next episode?
I'm just saying. You gotta get your other friend. You gotta get your other friend to do it.
She's not trying to do it. We're all supposed to be doing this. This is all our show.
It's just a bet.
This is our show. But will get
Figure
on here, and it's supposed to be three of us. Three of us tuned in. 100 million. Bam, right there.
Damn, we both would have lost. And that's the
No.
one in Toronto.
Yep, right
Yeah.
here. You see it?
Damn. 50,
We'll even
50,000
we'll even pull it up right here.
square feet. That is a mall,
Fifty
nigga.
thousand square feet. 19th century architect.
That is a
Limestone.
mall.
Interior bronze accents in exotic wood and black. And he has a basketball court in there as well too.
That is a mall.
Yeah. Yes. So
100
definitely.
eons.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Dude's like he's definitely paid. I mean, but if you think about it though, Jay Z might have a little bit more money than that though. So 100 mil
He's a
for him.
billionaire. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, he definitely got more than Drake. So 100 million. I mean, for that to even be the for that to even be the price on a house. I mean, his crib is like extremely big and it's customized. I mean, 100 million. He cut a deal in between that because the architecture in his crib that's real limestone. Limestone is super expensive. You got to be like British Prince rich to get that in your house. Shit. Like you definitely have to be like super super rich. So speaking of rappers, I got to listen to one of Tory Lanez's prison tape that I really messed with it. So Tory Lanez is still making music in prison. So I'll pull up the
My thing is, if Tory Lanez can make music in prison, why can't we get another Trapped in the Closet series out of R. Kelly?
because R. Kelly been kidnapping fucking kids since the 90s. He
And we still listen to him in the 2000s.
Well, that's because that I mean a lot of these artists
I don't
a
want
lot
to
of
hit
these
the
artists
boot.
was in distress though. Like I don't think it's nobody in the industry that made music that wasn't fucked up or a womanizer.
We are, well, I ain't saying we all, but the evidence showed it early on and everybody overlooked it. R. Kelly and Aaliyah. The nigga was like 26, 29, and she fucking 14, 16.
I mean, but at the same time, there
And
was written permission that the parents was selling their kids back in the day. They were doing that.
okay, so if I sell you some crack and your mama approved it, does it make it right that I sold you some crack?
No, it doesn't make
Okay
it
then.
right.
Okay, well, I rest my case.
But if she already got parental consent, and then on top of that,
Your
you
mom, your
knew
mama gave you permission to smoke crack, right?
you can't compare you can't compare those two because first of all that's not even worth it. That's not worth it at all. That's
To
not worth
to
it for
to
you.
to me, fucking a 14, 16-year old ain't worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
Okay then.
But you got to understand the times back in the day. That's just like with Quiet on the Set. Even in our generation, the
Even if
stuff,
it happened
the
today,
dark
it still
stuff
don't make it
that's
right.
been going. I mean, dude, if you think about it, the dark stuff that's been going on in the industry, this stuff has been going on for years. We're just now unraveling and finding out everything. It's just like with the P. Diddy situation. We didn't know for years that he was killing his own artists, or we didn't know for years that he was connected to like things that made him,
But you
have
knew
too
something was
much
off.
power.
But you knew something was off about that nigga. Yes or no?
There's been a lot of things off about. There's been a lot of things off
Okay
about
then.
him for years. Yeah.
If if you can't use your third eye on certain things, I almost said that's on you, but still, you gotta pay attention to the signs.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, we're walking around. We're in a spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. Warfare. I said warfare. Warfare. Warfare.
Yeah.
We're in a spiritual warfare with people that's in this world, of this world, or just in the world. There's people that are connected to a higher power, like you said, the connection with the third eye, and paying attention to a lot of things that's going on as far as the communication with people. Um, Honestly, yeah, it's we have to pay attention to a lot more now than we ever did in life. So it's
Especially
definitely,
now.
yeah, especially now. What? Kidding me? Stay woke. Stay woke, guys.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had a weird text that disappeared, and I don't know
See?
what
Stay
happened.
woke.
That ain't staying woke. That's just trying to figure out where this text went.
All right. I mean, you think we have anything to let the audience, we got anything, any more things we can.
Okay. Um, go out and vote this
Yes,
year.
go out and vote. Please go out and vote.
This
Voting
year
is very
is
important.
very important this year.
Yeah.
Um, I'm voting for Kamala on now. These are my reasons. First woman and first black woman at the same time. That's why. And I don't believe Trump is a good enough person to vote for. I didn't vote for him the first time, so why would I vote for him the second time?
I'm
Anyway,
shocked at some of the
um,
black people that voted for him, especially some of the rappers that are campaigning his bullshit.
and then they gonna vote for him this time because they think they're gonna get another stimulus.
It's all about a dollar. It ain't even about what he can do. It's all about money to everybody. Like you said, this shit is a business.
And 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 I can see why some people are are not are not confident in Kamala because she's not talking about any of her policies yet until she's elected, which is kind of off. But to me, I don't think Trump is president worthy unless he's handing out some money,
No.
and that's not. And to me, that's not enough for me to vote for somebody just because you give me money.
Yeah, because
Like
you
like
can still
like
give
my
me
people
money and
say,
still mistreat me. See, read between the lines.
all money ain't good money. So
Really is not.
go out and vote.
Yep.
Make
Go
sure
out and
make
vote.
sure you stay connected until the to be post the next time. You know what I'm saying? So and and with that being said, I'm gonna try to find this message that appeared and disappeared.
and also stay woke. But yeah, also stay connected with us. We got some more shows coming up. Like I said, we did have a third person that is a part of our podcast. Her name is Bud Butt. We're not going to be calling her Hermosa. Her name is Bud Butt.
That is messed up.
Yeah. Wait, she want to be called Hermosa?
Yeah.
Hermosa? Girl, I'm about to
I'm a
hit her with
nigga. Quit calling me
no,
that.
no, I'm not talking about you. I'm about to hit her with the girl. Why?
why you
Hermosa. Why
why
you
you
can't
think
just
she wanted me to put it on the thing?
Bubba is her oh my gosh, Hermosa. Well, she's gonna have to pronounce her name when she gets on our next show.
You pronouncing it right.
Hermosa.
Right.
Hermosa, beautiful, another beautiful black
I
woman on
don't
the
know.
show, a
I
handsome
don't know
queen,
if
another
it's
beautiful black
Italian
woman on the show.
or if it has any correlation with the liquor, but that's her name, Hermosa.
So the next podcast, I'm definitely gonna have me a double cup. So this weekend I didn't really get too turned up because my bank account is saying you went within the limits. So and my birthday's coming up too. So um like I said, we'll be recording a little bit more. Sometimes I'll be recording from my phone. Me and Butt might be out in the community, or you might catch Ant as well. Make sure you download this on your phone so you can record while you're out as well too. Um, so we can stay connected with our fans, and we will have a link uh real soon. I'm actually trying to find our link where everybody would be able to find us. I'm trying to find our link where everybody would be able to find us. Let's see. Live stream. Uh,
The
well,
link could be in the bio.
well,
Look
yeah.
in the
Our
bio.
oh, in the bio. Okay, yeah. So everybody check the bio. Um,
Link
for our
in the
link.
bio.
Stay tuned in on Check Dig Radio on our podcast. We got more shows coming up, even on our you even on Apple. We're still on Apple.
No,
Oh, okay. We're not on Apple. All right. Well, follow us on
we have
Twitter,
to.
TikTok. Um.
We have to rethink that. We have to rethink that.
Oh yeah, we got like okay. So basically, we'll let you guys know in the next few shows. Like I said, just continue to follow some us on YouTube, and we'll also be posted on Facebook as well too. So I'll create another Facebook for the group thing, uh, just strictly for that specific social media for us to follow. I'll be creating a little website on Facebook for us. Um, so stay tuned in on our team on Check Dig Radio. Be sure to follow us. Check the bio again. Again, it's your girl K Sal
Kelsey Jr.
and also your girl Hermosa. That should have been on here on the recording when we first introduced, but that's okay. You know, things pop up. So like I said, stay tuned in. We got plenty of more things coming up uh for us to share with the public and for our audience as well too. So everybody have a good evening. Uh everybody be safe out there. Lock your doors, turn your cameras, security cameras on, and we'll check in with you guys later. All right, peace.
You're
Oh wait, do I stop it?